Warning: due to the graphic content in this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Tonight on Women Are Evil Too, what you're about to hear is not only heartbreaking but deeply unsettling. A woman trusted to work with children is now at the center of an investigation. So disturbing that even veteran detectives described the evidence as sickening. This is the case of Sophia Carrier, a daycare employee in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, who has been arrested for possessing and sharing explicit content involving infants through Snapchat. Let's go back to March of 2025. That's when the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children received a tip. Snapchat had flagged disturbing content, purportedly showing a baby involved in explicit activity. The tip came with a phone number. That number belonged to Sophia Carrier. Carrier was working at Our Kids Are Small Wonders, a daycare facility in Rutherford County. She was hired as a teacher's assistant, meaning she was trusted to help care for young children. But behind her friendly demeanor, authorities say, she was hiding a digital trail that pointed to something far darker. Once the report came in, investigators began moving quickly. A search warrant was issued and Apple was contacted to pull Carrier's data. In May, they received it. The files confirmed Snapchat's report. The content recovered included images of children described by authorities as infants. These were not files someone stumbled upon. These were files Carrier allegedly uploaded and shared. Then came July 3rd. A forensic analyst reviewed her seized phone and found more evidence. Not just images, but full-blown private messages. One conversation was particularly horrific. According to the police report, Carrier expressed excitement over seeing babies being abused. She even sent a file to another user. During questioning, police say Carrier admitted to uploading and sharing child sexual abuse materials. She also reportedly confirmed she sent them through Snapchat and other private messaging platforms. Her comments were consistent with the data retrieved, according to the arrest affidavit. Our Kids Are Small Wonders, the daycare where Carrier worked, was quick to release a statement. Management said Carrier was never left alone with children, and that all rooms inside the facility were monitored by surveillance cameras. Police, they said, had assured them there was no evidence any abuse occurred at the daycare itself. Still, the damage had been done. The fact that someone employed in a childcare environment was even capable of this kind of behavior sparked outrage across the community. The daycare received dozens of calls from concerned parents. Some demanded answers. Others simply pulled their children out altogether. Carrier is now behind bars on a $120,000 bond. She is facing multiple counts of aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor. Her next court appearance is scheduled for August 13th. As of now, no additional suspects have been named, but the investigation is ongoing. Let's talk about what this case really shows us. This is not just about one person's sick obsession. This is about access and trust. When someone is hired to work around children, they are given a level of access that most people don't even question. Parents drop their babies off each morning, trusting that the staff are not only competent, but safe. Carrier passed that basic trust test. But technology told a different story. Snapchat and Apple's cooperation with law enforcement helped uncover something no background check could have found. This is why digital evidence has become one of the most powerful tools in modern criminal investigations. When someone chooses to document their crimes or discuss them online, platforms like Snapchat can become the first line of defense against hidden predators. There's also a darker reality here about what motivates these types of offenders. Criminal psychologists often describe this behavior as compulsive, escalating, and rarely isolated. Most people who engage in the possession and distribution of these materials are not just curious. They are acting on a mindset rooted in power, control, and a profound lack of empathy. And what about the daycare? In this case, there was no evidence of abuse on site, but the public's reaction shows how quickly a single arrest can damage an entire institution's reputation. Even if there were safeguards in place, like constant surveillance, parents still felt betrayed. That emotional damage will take time to heal. What we're left with is a case that never should have happened. A woman trusted with the care of children was, according to investigators, spending her private time sharing some of the most graphic and unacceptable images imaginable. The law will take its course, but the public is left wondering how many others are still out there, hiding behind screens and logins, waiting to be caught. I'm Vanessa Hartwell. If this story disturbed you, it should. These are the stories we cannot afford to ignore. Because predators don't always wear dark hoodies or lurk in alleyways. Sometimes they wear name tags and work in places designed to nurture our children. Thank you for watching. And if you want more reporting that doesn't flinch from the truth, subscribe now to Women Are Evil Too on YouTube. Because in this world, evil doesn't always hide in shadows. Sometimes, it works the morning shift at Daycare.